not realizing that I'd forgotten to push the go live button. But here I am finally now. Um, so this hard trivia quiz, uh, I didn't do a lot of preparation for this. What I've done is simply I found an old box of Trivial Pursuit cards from 30 years ago, and I read off the questions and see who can come up with the answers. Um, so the trivial quiz is kind of fun. Finding out how much. Well, you had your Uno deck ready. Okay, well, Brian, yeah, I mean, if oh, Inde, welcome, 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 welcome to my broadcast. Yeah, uh, this we can change the game if we yes, no, very welcome here, very welcome. We can change the game if people are uh, are not having a good time, obviously. But yeah, my original plan was to do this trivia quiz game based on a 30-year-old, or yeah, at least 30-year-old version of Trivial Pursuit, the old board game. Um, yeah, I don't even know if they still sell the traditional board game version of Trivial Pursuit. I know there are all kinds of online trivia games and so on, but this is from, like I said, at least 30, maybe 35 years ago. The old box version, the board game where you used to move around the board and where you landed determined on which topic of question you would answer or try to answer. And the piece that you were moving around was kind of like a circle with a empty pie, and every time if you answered a question correctly for a in a category, then you got to add that color of pie to your token, and when it was full with the 6 different colors, then you won, right? If you were the first one to do that. You had the Star Wars Trivial Pursuit. Oh, I've been in Japan for more than 30 years now, and I bought this Trivial Pursuit game a couple of years before I came to Japan. So like I said, I think this game is about 35 years old. Or I bought it about 35 years ago. And Trivial Pursuit was never really big in Japan. In fact, Japan is not as big on board games as America is. I mean, there are certain games, not chess, but the Japanese version is called shogi. Maybe you've heard of that, shogi. It's very similar to chess in some ways, as far as different pieces have different ways that they can move, and it's on a grid-like playing board and so on. And you remove pieces when you capture them and so on. So it's very similar to chess, but there are unique pieces within shogi and so on that are their movements are different than chess and so on. But yeah, it's yeah, a simple way to think of it is the Japanese version of chess is popular, but the popularity is declining even here in Japan. Uh, Go, uh, the traditional board game, popular in all of Asia, China, Korea, Japan. Again, traditionally, it's a big wooden table with just simple uh, grid pattern on it, and you use the uh, white and black stones, right? There's one white player and one black player, and they take turns, and the object is to control the largest portion of the play field in order to win the game, right? Very abstract kind of game, and still very popular in Japan today. Japan, Korea, China, as I said. Um, Interesting, hard to. I mean, easy to learn the basic rules, but hard to really become any good at it. But board games like Monopoly or Risk and those kind of games. I remember growing up, there were so many, and had lots of fun with my friends playing those kind of games. I was a big Risk fan, and Monopoly also. I love playing Monopoly. Um, but in Japan, those type of games never really caught on. The game of Life, Life was there were Japanese versions of that that have been popular from time to time. Um, there's Japanese versions of Monopoly, but again, never sitting around at home with your family playing board games, or even sitting around with your friends playing board games, has never been a, a major uh, recreational activity for most people in Japan. I'm a jerk when I play Sorry. Sorry. Oh yes, Sorry. I love that game. Yes, Sorry. Sorry was great. Sorry and Parcheesi, the old kind of the what is that? Was that an Indian or Pakistani? The maybe the original kind of version almost of Sorry, except using dice instead of the cards and so on. Yeah, Sorry was a great game. I used to love to play that. And Battleship. Battleship. I mean, that's a basically your two-player game, but that was always fun to play. Um, yeah, you sunk my battleship. Those kind of games, always a lot of fun. Um, Never, like I said, I mean, of course, I came to Japan when I was, already. Hello, wife dropping by here. Uh, Came to Japan when I was already an adult, so uh, the era was a little bit different. Had to buy a new battleship board. Oh yeah, I've got. I had, like I said, it's hard to find uh, board games in Japan. They just aren't popular. Connect Four, yeah, that's another old one. I actually had my mother send my old Battleship game to me, um, so that I could play it. My wife enjoys playing Battleship, um, and yeah, it's a good time. But again, the point of these games is you're in the same place. You're face to face with your friends and family and so on, and enjoying the experience in that way. I've never played Monopoly. Oh, really? Oh, Monopoly. I mean, it's not necessarily the best game in the world, but it has its appeal. Um, yeah, there's a strategy to it, and of course, there's a lot of luck depending on your die rolls and things like that. So it has a good balance of skill and luck. Um, yeah, I recommend it. I recommend Monopoly. Connect Four. That's pure strategy. And yeah, there's really no luck there. If you make a mistake, you're probably going to lose, right? But yeah, Monopoly. I was always fascinated. Monopoly. There, I think every year, I can't remember, maybe in Las Vegas, they have the Monopoly tournament where the winner gets a Monopoly board full of actual money. Um, and one curious thing about Monopoly that I didn't know when I was playing it is, not only are the number of hotels and houses that are available. Oh, you don't know Monopoly, so but the number of hotels and houses that you can buy is limited, as well as the money is also limited. There's a given amount that's there. Of course, the bank is all powerful in Monopoly, so the bank can actually print up its own money. That's one of the rules. If the bank can never run out of money, it can always print up its own. It's just like the real life, right? Yeah, America runs out of money; they just print up more. Um, never run out of money. Um, yeah. So, so Brian here is keeping me company. Is there anyone uh, in day? If you're still here, that's cool. We could ask some trivia questions. In fact, even with just Brian, I can ask you some questions, and we can see if other people might join in. Uh, I see that on one platform or another, be it HAPS, or I do broadcast to Facebook Live and YouTube. even Twitch, although Twitch I just added because I didn't know anything about it, and I thought, well, why not? Uh, I played Clue. Oh, Clue. I used to love Clue too. Yes, Clue. I don't think I've played. Oh, you don't think you've played Clue? Oh, really? Clue is another interesting one. A little bit of luck because the die rolls and the die rolls control how fast you move around. And of course, the faster you move around, the more questions you can ask. And the more questions you can ask, the more information you can get. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of strategy to Clue too, asking the right questions. Operation, yeah, I was not a big fan of Operation. These games that depend on fine hand movements were not my strength. I I like the more thinking about the strategy and so on, where it was more my appeal. Operation, yeah. In fact, I never had an Operation game. Friend of mine had Operation. I played it once, maybe twice, and that was enough for me. But yeah, I remember some of the things. There was something, remove the funny bone, I think was in the arm somewhere, something like that. And somewhere I remember you had to put a rubber band on two pegs, stretch a rubber band across a couple of pegs again within that. I do remember some things about the Operation game, but yeah, not one of my favorite games. No, not at all. Um,
If you're ready to eat, just tell me. I'm going to prepare to cook the ramen.
okay, yeah, you tell me when it's ready, and yeah,
No, no,
we'll.
no. Because you're.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
not
okay,
really finished.
okay. Yeah, I'm not hungry yet. Okay, all right. Sorry about that. Talking about eating again. Yeah. You're married to a Filipina. Eating is a major topic. Food and eating is like that's very nice. Oh, talking about eating hungry hippos, hungry until you break the handle. Okay, yeah, hungry hippos. That was after my childhood, so I was already a little bit old for the Hungry Hippos game by the time it came out. There was another game, I can't remember the name of it, but it was actually a pretty interesting game. There was this huge, I mean, it must have been, oh, hello, Coco. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome. Planning to do a trivia quiz here, although it's a very, very hard trivia quiz. And it's kind of, the questions are geared toward America, although there are some other questions, but many American cultural questions and so on. And a lot of this is an old game, so the questions are kind of old. But as I was saying, this game that I had, there was this huge green uh, plastic hollow frog, and it was set so that it was kind of like a bear trap. Okay, you open it up, right? This frog was closed up, and you would open it up, and inside there were levers, there were triggers inside the frog. This big green hollow frog, plastic, and you open it up, and then you had these like plastic beans that were about the size of your hand, right? About the size of your hand. Um, and they were tapered, and they weren't circles. They were kind of football shaped. Yeah, kind of football shaped, like a flattened football, but small, about the size of your hand. And then you had a bat, and what it was kind of like tiddlywinks, but on a big scale. You used to take the bat and hit those those flattened football things, those plastic things, and try to jump them into the frog. And if it went in, then the frog would close up. And so, I mean, that's yeah. So kind of a old style game there that I used to enjoy playing. Played lots of. I mean, yeah, we were talking about Uno. Uno is new to me. I mean, I used to play Crazy Eights, right? And Crazy Eights is basically Uno played with regular cards, and the wild card is an 8. So anytime you play an 8, you had the choice of changing it to another color. The difference was you could only play that 8, if you had the 8 of the right color. I think was the rule. Um, but it's similar. It's almost like a wild card. And then I think the 2 card was the next person had to pick up 2, and the 4 card was the reverse. Okay, so the 2, 4, and 8 cards were the special cards. 2 was like +2, 4 was not +4, 4 was reverse, and 8 was the wild card. So there weren't any draw 4s and skips and like that. Yeah, but that was, yeah. So Crazy Eights. I remember playing that. Then when I was in college, there was a drinking game called 99, where you kept playing and playing and playing, and it was simply everybody had cards, and let's see, what did you do? You had like 4 cards or 5 cards in your hand, or maybe it's only 3 cards in your hand, and you could choose which one to play. And the point of the game was you couldn't go over 99, right? You could go up to 99, but you couldn't play a card that would go over 99. 99 was the limit. And again, there were some special cards. The kings were automatically 99, right? You could be adding up. A person plays a 3, and then a 7, so that's 10, and then they play an 8, so that's 18, right? Then someone plays the king, bang, it's 99 already. And then there were some other special cards. I can't remember what they were. I think 10s were -10, and I can't remember what the others were. There we had a whole list of rules. There were reverses and things like that also. And yeah, so between the reverses and the -10s and the add 0, something added 0. It was maybe jacks or something like that added 0. Yeah, so 99, that was a great game. And then there was a variation called 98, where you couldn't go over 98, but the difference there was, I think, in one of them you had a penalty if you lost. If you went over the score, you lost, but the other one, if you didn't go over the score, that you won. So it was, anyway. Card games. I love playing card games. Canasta. Do you know Canasta? Canasta and gin rummy, cribbage. Used to play lots of card games. Again, that's the era that I grew up. You're an '80s kid, yeah. '80s was already Pong was out, right? Yeah, '80s. The arcade games, the arcades with the video games. Um, Yeah, I think I mentioned before, I was the Missile Command master. Um, I played and played and played and got pretty good. And then I saw a guy that really knew how to play, and I watched him play for a while, learned his techniques, and then I was just unstoppable. I could play one game literally all day long. I just get bored with it because after let's see, what was it? I can't remember. If you reached a certain score, then it got to the point where you just couldn't lose. Um, uh, so that was great. I had a lot of fun playing Missile Command. I preferred it to games like Asteroids or Space Invaders or Pac-Man. Um, yeah, those are the games that I grew up with, or not really grew up with, when I was in college. My college days were those, and kind of interested in technology, and those being so new at the time, I played those quite a bit. All right, so I've rambled and rambled on here for quite a while. If we've got some people, I'm going to read a trivia quiz question randomly. I'll pick one of these, and if someone answers, then you get control of the category. You can choose which category we have next. Remember, the categories are either geography, entertainment, history, arts and literature, science and nature, or sports and leisure. And we will go with entertainment as our first. Entertainment is the first category. Wow. This is, I mean, this is quite a first question here. One that if anybody out there in the internet knows this, it's just ridiculous. Okay. What actor received Esquire's An Officer and a Lout award in 1983? 1983, after receiving a summons for urinating in the street. Okay, that's just weird. So some actor received an award, a kind of a Razzie-like award, from Esquire, An Officer and a Lout, in 1983, because he was caught urinating in the street. Sidney Poitier. Sidney Poitier. No, not Sidney Poitier. Okay. I just looked at the answer, and so here's the hint. The hint is the award. The name of the award is An Officer and a Lout. Okay. Now, that phrase, An Officer and a something, was the title of a movie. And the star of that movie is the person. Right? Okay, yeah, An Officer and a Gentleman is the name of the movie. Who was the star of that movie? Who was the star of the movie An Officer and a Gentleman? I thought it wasn't my favorite movie. I used to call it An Officer and a Jelly Bean, but yeah, An Officer and a Gentleman is exactly what it was. Do you remember who was the actor? Um, let's see. I believe. Let's see. There were a couple other famous people in there. The woman. Who was the woman? Let's see. Oh, Lou Gossett Jr. Lou Gossett was in that movie. Richard Gere. That's right. Richard Gere is the answer. Richard Gere, An Officer and a Gentleman. Yes. Okay. So, Brian, I think you've got the game all to yourself, but that's cool. What category would you like to choose? We've got geography, entertainment, history, art and literature, science and nature, or sports and leisure. What do you think? GEHAL, geography. Geography is your choice. All right, here we go. This one sounds like a reasonable question. What national park covers 3,472 square miles? So the name of a national park. The name of a national park. Now, myself, I only know about the names of about 2 or 3 different national parks. So go with what you know. I would say is my hint here. So a national park, Yellowstone. That's right, Yellowstone National Park. I mean, Yellowstone and Yosemite are all I know. I guess there's I don't know what else there is. Yeah, Yellowstone and Yosemite. Anyway, you're right. Absolutely right. 2 for 2. Brian is dominating. All right. So, what would you like for your next category? Anything is good. Geography. G, geography. E, entertainment. H, sports. Okay, sports and leisure. Okay. Question is, what's a swimming pool that measures 164 feet by 68 feet, 11 inches, better known as? Okay, so if a swimming pool is 164 feet long by 65 or 68 feet, 11 inches wide, what do we call that? What kind of a pool is that? What kind of a swimming pool? Swimming pool that's 164 feet by 68 feet, 11 inches. 68 feet, 11 inches, not 69 feet, 68 feet, 11 inches. All right. Olympic, right on. First answer is the right answer. It's an Olympic sized pool. Cool. All right. You're on fire here. You're getting answers left and right. Yeah, first guess, first answer. All right, or correct answer. Okay. What would you like for your next category? Geography, entertainment, history, art and literature, science and nature, sports and leisure. Whatever you like. History, okay. Okay. All right. Hmm. I wonder, I'm not sure that this is still true. Probably. Okay. What was the last U.S. war to see a convicted traitor? So, someone who is convicted of treason as a traitor during a war. When was the last time that that happened? When was the last war that that happened? Okay, so the name of a war when someone in the United States. No, 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 not the name of the person, not the name of the person. The name of, yeah, Benedict Arnold. Yeah, right. He was treason, right, or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. What was the last U.S. war? So the name of a war. The name of a war, right? And the last time it happened. The last time it happened. Now, if it's happened again, so remember, remember this game is 30 years old. So we're not talking about, um, the war now in Afghanistan, Revolutionary War. No, it's not the Revolutionary War. We're not talking about Afghanistan or the Iraq War, um, the war in Iraq. Yeah, we're talking about something older than 30 years ago, but the last time that it happened. So relatively recent, but not in the last 30 years. What have you got for wars that are relatively recent, but more than 30 years ago? Vietnam is the right answer. That is right. The Vietnam War. I don't know who was the traitor. Not Desert Storm. Nope, nope, nope. It was Vietnam. Vietnam. Although, I mean, like I said, so this game is old. So if there was a traitor during Desert Storm, it wouldn't show up in this game because this game is older than that. Um, so I'm not sure that that question is actually correct anymore, whether the answer to the question is correct anymore. But as of 1985 or whenever, yeah, the last traitor was during the Vietnam War. Yeah, I was 11 in '91. Okay. Yeah, I'll say, okay, so you grew up in the 80s. All right, I gotcha. Yeah. So, so you're just, yeah, basically 20 years younger than I am. 20 years younger than I am, yeah. Uh, in 91, I was 31. That's right. Yeah, I was 31 in 1991. I was already in Japan at that time. Yeah, that's right. Okay. All right. So what do you think? What do you want for the next category? We've got lots of cards here, so you don't have to choose a different category. You can repeat the categories you like. Yeah. Art. Okay, art. Art and literature. Okay. All right. I have a guess for this, but I'm not sure. Um, art. This is difficult, maybe. What country did painter Gustav Klimt, Kl- uh, Klimt, right? Klimt come from? Gustav Klimt. Okay, I was Germany. No, not Germany. So if it's not Germany, what do you think? You're close. I mean, it's like so close. I mean, it's very close. But if it's not Germany, I mean, you can almost Austria. That's right. That's right. Austria. Klimt was from Austria. There was a movie with, I believe it was John Malkovich played Gustav Klimt in a movie. I think there was a movie about Gustav Klimt, his life and so on. And I think John Malkovich was the actor who portrayed Klimt, but I'm not sure. Okay, what category you like? Anything that you care to choose. 23 people have taken a look, but Brian is the one who is dominating the game here. Art. Okay, we'll go back to art. Um, okay, this is one. It's more literature, I guess. This is more art and literature. Who figured out how to win friends and influence people? Okay. In other words, there's probably there's a famous book called How to Win Friends and Influence People. Who is the person that wrote that book? This is one that I knew. What do you know? Write it down. I knew the answer to a question. So how to win friends and influence. That's a good one. Yeah. Yeah. How to win friends and influence people. I mean, I know it's just a very, very famous book. I get it's one of those books that was written years ago. I mean, this we're talking about when was this? The like the 1800s. And but this is just such an influential book that people still talk about it as a good thing to read if you want, if you're going into business and so this is a very, very famous businessman, one of, if not the richest person in the United States at the time. uh, I can't remember because of the timing. um, Dale, that's right, Dale. Can you remember his last name? Dale begins with the C. Carnegie. Dale Carnegie. Carnegie for me is easy to understand or easy to remember because I mean the name is easy to remember because in our little town, yeah, Carnegie. Uh, okay, let's see, Carnegie. Oh yeah, actually the spelling is Carnegie. But yeah, Dale Carnegie. He, as I said, made huge amounts of money, and then just before he died, he gave away a lot of money. He gave away a lot of money, or built a lot of libraries, and my little hometown had a Carnegie library. Right, it was a small library, but it was a small town, and so we had one of the Carnegie libraries. So that's how that name sticks in my mind. All right, so what do you think? What do you think for another question? What category do you like? G E H uh, GEHALSNSL, whatever you like. Sort of like Carnegie Hall, right? Carnegie Hall. History. Okay, cool. What? All right. History. I mean, all right. No mistake. This is a history question. Um, what service takes its motto from Herodotus's glowing description of Persian King Darius's courier system? Wow. What service? But actually, if you listen carefully to the question, maybe there's a hint in it. So, what service takes its okay? What service? Okay, so we're looking for some kind of a service. Takes its models from Herodotus Coast Guard. No, not I don't. Yeah, no, not the Coast Guard. Okay, it's glowing description of Persian King Darius's courier system. Courier system. So a service. So service and courier system might be the key words to the hint there. What service takes its motto from postal? Exactly right. The Postal Service, right? The U.S. Postal Service takes its motto from Herodotus's glowing description of Persian King Darius's courier system. Wow, like who knows that? who who knows these things? I mean, wow. All right. Um, I mean, it's not like this comes up in conversation, right? I mean, who talks about, oh yeah, remember when Herodotus was talking about the Darius's courier system? Yeah, he really had good things to say about it. You guessed it. Yeah, you guessed it. Absolutely. Um, but it's just, yeah, these trivia games are quite interesting, I guess. It's a random question. Yes, it is. Very random. Very random. All right. So, what do you think? Another question. What do you like? Let's see. Entertainment. Entertainment. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. All right. Television. I think the 1960s, early 60s, I think. Right. High five. Thank you. Thank you very much for the award. Okay. Um, all right. So, whose father ran the Gillis grocery store? I mean, yeah, maybe this was the 50s. I can't remember. This was either the late 50s or the early 60s, this television show. The Gillis grocery store. Sir Alec Guinness. No, not Guinness, Gillis. Oops. Gillis. The Gillis grocery store. This is one that, wow, this is, like I said, this is old. This, I think the 50s, it might be the 60s. No idea. Um, Ever heard of Dobie Gillis? Dobie Gillis? Now, this is a show. I mean, this was like, I think, about the time or maybe before Leave It to Beaver, and what other, I mean, this is before Mr. Ed. This is before Gilligan's Island, before I mean, this is old stuff. This is like the era of the Jackie Gleason television shows and so on. Yeah, um, like I said, so it's under entertainment. I guess that's true, but it should be history almost at this point. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that was an unreasonably difficult. The only reason I knew this, not from watching the television show, but I remembered that I loved the television show Gilligan's Island, and um, you've seen Gleason highlights. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw him when yeah, I watched the Jackie Gleason reruns. I mean the shows. Don't think I saw the live shows. They were reruns already. But when I was talking about Gilligan's Island. Gilligan's Island. Marianne was the goddess. Yeah, yeah. Marianne, loved Marianne. Marianne, the farmer's daughter. She was great. But Gilligan uh, was, when he was younger, he was on the Dobie Gillis show, and because I liked Gilligan's Island so much, I found out a little bit about the actors and what they had done and so on, and so I found I never liked Ginger. Yeah, she was a little stuck up. Yeah, a little too good for everybody. Marianne is so down to earth. But yeah, so Bob Denver. Bob Denver was Gilligan, and he used to be on the Dobie Gillis show. Hello from Los Angeles. Right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Uke is here. I didn't know Bob Denver was part of that. Yeah, Bob Denver, not John Denver, Bob Denver. Thank you, Uke. Appreciate the award very much, very much. Okay, we're playing a little trivia game here. It's really difficult, and basically, the older you are, the better chance you have at this game. Okay. So let's see. But Brian, you're still in control. What category would you like? Geography, entertainment, history, art and literature, science and nature, or sports and leisure? Whatever you like, you can choose. And we'll see what kind of crazy question. Take it easy on me. I'm only 40. Yeah. Hey, like I said, I mean, you're only 40 and this game is all history. Okay. History. We get out another card here. Okay, history. Um, which room of the White House? Wow. Which room of the White House did Abigail Adams hang her laundry to dry? In the east or west room? Okay, well, it's a 50-50 chance. So, Abigail Adams, did she hang her laundry in the east room or the west room? Uke says the east. And the answer is east. So Uke, well done. Your first answer is correct. The east room. Abigail Adams hung her laundry in the east room to dry. Okay, so but they don't do that anymore. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, Abigail Adams. So is that John Adams' wife or John Quincy Adams' wife? Don't know, but I'll bet it was one of them, right? It was one of the Adams. John Adams, John Quincy Adams. Yeah. So been a few times when we've had relatives that have followed each other in the White House, haven't we? It's not just the Bushes, but the Adams are like that too. Quincy Adams. Okay, there you go. See, oh, history. Huh? See, everybody knows more history than I do. Well, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people know more history than I do. All right, so you have control. What category would you like? We have the categories are geography, entertainment, history, art and literature, science and nature, or sports and leisure. So you can just type in the first. Okay, art and literature. Art and literature. Okay, this is possible. Some people have read this book, so you might be able to figure this out. Uh, question: What more art than literature? Yeah, this is more literature than art. Sorry. Okay, so what sports event? Now, this is an art, or believe me, this is an art or literature question. Okay, what sports event is Meyer Wolfsheim supposed to have fixed in The Great Gatsby? So, a sport event that Meyer Wolfsheim is supposed to have fixed in The Great Gatsby. The Great Gatsby, one of the great American novels, right? I didn't actually like it that much. Cricket. Cricket is not the right answer. No, it wasn't cricket. Croquet, polo. No, not croquet, not polo. And okay, we're not only looking for the sport, but the event, right? So uh it's not, but for example, if it were yachting, we're not talking about yachting, we're talking about the America's Cup race or whatever, right? An event, right? An event. Okay, so what sports event is Meyer Wolfson supposed to have fixed in The Great Gatsby? Okay, so you're stumped. All right, so hint is it's a major sport played in America still today. Fixed, yeah, means that he somehow cheated. He made sure that the team that he was betting on would win or whatever, right? Car racing. No, it's not car racing. It's not rugby. No, it's a major sport still played in America today. And remember, we're looking for the sporting event. So what sports do you know the championship event for? Hockey. Again, you're giving me sports, so don't so if it's not hockey, but if it was hockey, the answer would be the Stanley Cup, right? Because Stanley Cup is the event for hockey. Okay, so it's not hockey, so it's not the Stanley Cup, but we're looking for a no, it's no. It's not the World Series. There we go. World Series. World Series. World Cup. No. Okay, you be careful there. Don't give two answers on one. You can give as many answers as you want, but do each one on a separate line. Okay. Sorry, that's little piddly rule there. Anyway, right. You're absolutely right. It was the World Series. So the answer was not baseball, but the World Series. Oh, you've got another answer, two in a row, right? That's two correct answers for Uke. What do you say? What shall we? Yeah, the World Series. Yeah, I dumb guess. Hey, I mean, it would have been for most people, I think, just blind luck to guess that because like I said, I read The Great Gatsby. I didn't like it all that much, and I don't remember a lot of details because I read it in a humanities class because I had to. It's like no thanks. There's a lot of famous books that I read that I didn't really like. The Catcher in the Rye, not my favorite book. I just didn't get off on that one. I just didn't didn't do anything for me. Anyway, politics, geography stumps me. Okay, geography is good. We're going to choose geography. All right. Um, all right. What city? Okay. I didn't the cat. You didn't read Catcher in the Rye. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. I just wouldn't. Yeah. I it's supposed to be, the adolescence, giving young boys an insight that other people were as insecure as they are, but hey, I had friends that I talked to. I didn't need to read Catcher in the Rye to feel okay about myself. But anyway, it's a classic, right? Just not my cup of tea. Sorry, going back to the geography question. What city, okay, what city boasts Penn's Landing on the banks of the Delaware River? Okay, so we're looking for a city on the banks of the Delaware River, and in that city is Penn's Landing. Penn's Landing. Penn. Penn. Penn's Landing. So, what city on the banks of the Delaware River? The banks of the Delaware River. Delaware River's over there. I'm from Iowa. I don't know the Delaware River. That's what George Washington crossed, right? Where is it? I don't know. It's over there somewhere. I don't know. I couldn't answer this question. I mean, I look at the answer and it's like, oh, okay, that makes as much sense as any. All right. But yeah, the Delaware River, right? Yeah, the Delaware River. Okay, so the Delaware River is over there in the area of, you know, Virginia, Maryland, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, that area. No, but we're looking for the name of a city. Penn's Landing, right? Penn's Landing is in what city? Yeah, the name of the city, Penn's Landing. Okay, so Penn's Landing. All right. So that gives you a hint as to the state. Now we're looking for the name of a city, though. Penn's Landing is the name of, a place in this city. Okay. But the name Penn's Landing will give you a hint for the name Richmond. No, not Richmond. Penn's Landing gives you a hint for the name of the state. And one closer to California. All right, but think Penn's Landing. Penn's Landing. So which state would you expect to find a place like Penn's Landing in? Right? And then think of a city that might be on a river in that state, and you're probably getting pretty close. With the hint Penn's Landing to narrow it down to which state we're talking about, you should only have 2 or 3 guesses to be able to guess Philly. That's right. Pennsylvania. It's Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. That's right. I would not. It would have taken me as long as it took you guys to guess that. I would have no idea. Absolutely no idea. I told you this is hard trivia quiz, right? I wasn't joking. That's no joking matter. Hard is hard, and this is hard. Okay. All right. So, you're in control. Brian has wrested control back from you, and now you can choose. The second grader trivia question. Yeah, I wish. I'm gonna have to buy myself another trivia quiz. The updated version for Gen X. Oh, thank you for the super heart. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Uh, keep the awards coming, and I'll be able to afford to buy the second grader trivia quiz version. Maybe I should go online and find those. Are you smarter than a fifth grader or whatever it is? Let's go with science. All right, science is the category. Oh, this is science. All right, I guess it's as much science as any other category, but okay, here's the question, right? And okay, how is the year 1010 written in Roman numerals? Roman numerals. So how do you write 1010 in Roman numerals? Okay, you remember Roman numerals, right? You used to see, it's been years. You don't see clocks even with Roman numerals very much anymore. You used to see the old like grandfather clocks and big clocks had Roman numerals, but rarely see Roman numerals anymore. The question is, how do you write 1010? Mimi, no. MI, no, that's not. 1010, 1010. No, it's not MI. 10 equals X, okay. But you need XX. No, no, that's not going to work. No, that's not how Roman numerals work. Now, all right. You're very close actually with your second answer there. Okay, all right, you know the answer. All you got to do is type it in. You got it. No, X. Yeah. Oh, what? What? No. You 1,000. No. There you go. Oh my God. MX. That's right. MX. Right. You typed everything but that. I mean, I thought you had it with an MX. I thought, wait. You doubled it up there. No, but see, I knew that you had the answer. You knew the answer. You said M was 1,000 and X was 10. So you knew that. But then it took you a few tries to get, yeah, it took you a few tries to get the MX. But yep, you're right. Absolutely right. Good job. She had vodka. Oh, there we go. Were you drinking? Who was it? One of the guys on a broadcast where Takata was drinking the Crystal Head vodka with the nice skull, crystal skull bottle there. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Yeah, I've never had that particular vodka. I'm more of a tequila man myself, but I like the bottle. That was a nice looking bottle, very distinctive. All right. So that was Uke. After multiple guesses, but correct finally. Yes, you got the right answers. You are in control. Arts. Okay, get me a new card here. And the question in arts this time is wow. This is again more literature, but and okay, this is it cheating because I'm an art major? No, because this is literature. So it's all good. It's all good. Um, what does Dr. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross equate with the final stage of growth in the title of a 1975 book? Wow. What does Dr. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross equate with the final stage of growth in the title of a 1975 book? Okay, so I'm guessing that if you're anything like me, you don't know who Dr. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross is. You have no idea what book they're talking about. Full mold fungus. That's before your time. Yes. Okay. So final stage. Okay. So final stage is probably the best hint within that question. Final stage, right? Yeah. But what is the final stage? What does this person equate with the final stage? Evolution? No. Think about the final stage of life. Think about the final stage of life. She says the final stage of growth, but I would say, the final stage of life, photosynthesis, death. That's right, death. I mean, without my hint, would you have ever gotten that? I mean, wow, corpse. Oh no, death is right. Death is right. Yeah, got it. So yeah, bizarre. I mean, really, Dr. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross. Never heard of her. Final stage of growth in the title of 1975 book is death. Okay, so there you go. Okay, all right. So, but you got it. You're back in control. What do you like? Sticking with art and literature? Maybe we'll find an art. Okay, arts. There we go. Art and literature, but literature is dominating here. Sorry. What was Ernest Hemingway's favorite Florida retreat? What was Ernest Hemingway's favorite Florida retreat? Okay, if you're as familiar with Florida as I am, there are a limited number of places that you know. And it just so happens that I know of this place. So, Key West, you got it right off the bat. Nope, Key West is the answer. Yeah, so Ernest Hemingway, his favorite place was Key West. Now we know. All right. So you maintain control. Try for another art and literature question. You love Hemingway. Oh, well, see, art and literature. This is your swing house here. Yeah. All right. Wheelhouse. That's it. Not your swing house. Your wheelhouse. It's your swing house. I haven't even been drinking vodka. She has a degree. I don't. Yeah. I've got a degree, but not in art or literature or anything like that. So, art again. Let's see. Shakespeare. Okay. You guys love Shakespeare? I love Shakespeare. I haven't read all that much, but I love watching the plays. Okay. Um, all right. So, what title character in a Shakespeare work notes, I am constant as the northern star? I am constant as the northern star. You are amazing in many other areas. Yes, you are. Yes. Oh, yeah, I mean, sorry. Yes, you are, Brian. Yes. Easy. Caesar. Julius Caesar. That's right. That's right. Horatio, but Horatio wouldn't have been a title character. But yes, Julius Caesar. Julius Caesar, one of nope, it's all right. Yeah, sorry, Caesar. Caesar, even Caesar, but I got you, Caesar. We don't count off for spelling here. We're not that kind of picky here. Okay, so what do you think? You gonna still try for another art Caesar salad? There you go. That's right. Arts. Yes, okay. We'll keep plugging away at arts till we get one. Oops. All right. Here's one. Brian, I have hopes for you with this one. Maybe you can take control back. Okay. It's literature, but this is one that everybody has a chance at, I think. Who who often offers clues to Scotland Yard's Inspector Lestrade? Scotland Yard's Inspector Lestrade, who often offers clues to Scotland Yard's Inspector Lestrade. I was a big fan. This one took me literally no time to know the answer to this one. But Inspector Lestrade. Oh, so Ichabod Crane. No. Okay, so um, Scotland Yard, Scotland Yard, Inspector Lestrade in a yes, there you go. Lindsay comes in. That's right, Sherlock Holmes. Lindsay Love, welcome. You jump right in the game with a right answer. Yes. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes. Scotland Yard. So Sherlock Holmes, written by, of course, Sir Conan Doyle, right? Took place. There was a lot of interaction between Sherlock Holmes and British police, the Scotland Yard, right? And Inspector Lestrade was the main character from the Scotland Yard. Yeah, Scotland Yard. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, it's just the British police are referred to as Scotland Yard, I guess, or maybe they're the detective version of that or something. I'm not even sure. Um, England is very confusing to me. Is a police force, right? Yeah. England is very confusing to me. Scotland Yard, I mean, but it's for all of the UK, right? There's something, the even in England, it's Scotland Yard. Okay, does that make sense? It's like the British money. I hear about pounds and pence and shillings and quid and all these things, and I have no idea how that works. And I hear that some of those are no longer used. So just England confuses me. England just confuses me to no end. All right. Be that as it may, in my perpetual confused state, I still don't know a sweater is called a jumper. Yeah, a jumper. Yeah, what a jumper? What? It doesn't jump anywhere. It doesn't make sense for it to be a jumper. I don't know. Um, yeah, uh, yeah. Britain, the English jumper is like an overall. Okay. Yeah, and yeah, right. Yeah. Um, Jumper, that's what little kids wear, right? You dress your kid in jumpers. Oh, she's wearing such a cute little jumper, right? Jumper is like what you use to jump your car. Exactly, right. Yeah, you got a set of jumper cables. I need a jump start, right? Yeah. Chips or crisps, yeah. Yeah. And French fries are chips. What kind of craziness is that? They invented the language. Can't they keep it straight? I don't know. Okay. All right. I think we've ragged on the British long enough here. But our new player, Lindsay, now has control of the topic. So our topics are the traditional uh, trivia quiz or Trivial Pursuit topics. We've got geography, entertainment, history, art and literature, science and nature, and sports and leisure. So you can underwear, knickers, yeah. Cookies or biscuits, yeah. I don't understand that. So you could just type in the first letter there, or the first two letters, G for geography, science, nature. Okay, science, nature is our category. All right, this is interesting. What 1940 fried Oreos equals bliss? Okay. All right, we'll deal with that later. First, the question. What 1940 invention of Canada's Brakie, Norman Brakie in 1940, a Canadian named Norman Brakie in 1940 invented something that got colorful home decorators rolling? Okay, that's the way the question is written. So there's kind of a hint within the question. Stained glass, no. Okay, got colorful home decorators rolling. Okay, so use that as the hint. The invention of wallpaper. Now you're getting close. It's not wallpaper though. Got colorful home decorators rolling. Paint, not paint, not paint. Got colorful home decorators rolling in 1940. This guy invented, no, not a mural. Okay, so again, you're really close. You're using the hint, I think. Got home decorators rolling. Home decorators rolling. So what? Not paint, not a mural, not wallpaper, but what would home decorator paint rollers? Lindsay, yes, yes, that's right. Very good. Might get home decorators rolling, right? Rolling, yes. Rolling, yeah, paint rollers. Exactly right. The paint roller was invented in 1940. Oh, who knew? Somebody knew. Norman Brakie knew. Okay, and Lindsay Love came up with the right answer. Good job. Excellent. Way to go, Lindsay. Strong, strong. We got a new player here taking over the game. All right. You're in control again. What category would you like? Geography, entertainment, history, art and literature, science and nature, sports and leisure? Your choice. Same category. Okay, science and nature. Hopefully, we'll get something Maybe more sciencey this time. Really? Okay. How many dots? How many dots make up the symbol for because? How many dots make up the symbol for because? I guess science, that's kind of a mathematical, logical mathematical question. Two. No, not two. Not two. Two dots would be like a colon. Don't know. Okay, but it's a number, right? So start typing in numbers. Maybe you'll hit it. It's not two. We're not. How many dots make up the symbol for because? 8, 4. No, no. It's 3. There it is. That's right. 3. Sorry. Yeah, Lindsay. Lindsay was the first one to come up with it. 3. The tung tung tung. Right. The triangle shape of 3 dots, I think, is because used in like logical arguments and so on. Um, I think that is the case, and so I guess that's why it's under science, because in like in a proof or something like that, maybe a mathematical proof, and so math and science under the science category. I don't know. I'm just guessing here. 3 dots mathematically, therefore. Okay, that's yeah. Never heard about it. Is that a type of shorthand? I guess so. I guess so. Again, I just pull the cards out of the box and read them. I don't know. I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, because yeah, 3 is therefore blank, therefore blank, right? Yeah. Oh, okay. I guess it can mean because also. There we go. All right. So anyway, point is, first one to type in the number 3 was Lindsay. So Lindsay is still in control. What question do you like? What kind of question? Geography, entertainment, history, art and literature, science and nature, or sports and leisure? Those are your choices. Entertainment. Okay. Hopefully it will be entertaining. Um, hmm. What TV sitcom? Okay, what character in a TV sitcom had the maiden name Ethel Potter? Ethel Potter. This no. No, you guys aren't gonna know this. Wow, okay. You got the show. Now, but what what was Ethel's maiden name? So I Love Lucy is that's the right show. Yeah, Lucy, that's right. But Ethel on I Love Lucy, her maiden name was Potter, but it Mertz. Wow. Really? You guys knew that? I mean, I had to look and then it's oh yeah, that's right. But wow, you guys came up with it. I'm impressed. It's Mertz. It is Mertz. Yes, it is. It's Mertz. I'm I'm impressed. Ethel Mertz. Yeah. Yeah, I love that show. Yeah, I Love Lucy. That was a great show. It was a great show. But I couldn't have come up with that. No way. Ethel Mertz. Yeah. Okay. Fred? Fred and Ethel? George? Fred Mertz? Can't remember. Anyway, Mertz. The Mertzes, right? Okay. I mean, yeah, I might have been able to, yelling in Spanish. Dizzy, right? Dizzy, yeah. I might have been able to come up with Mertz, but I would never been able to come up with Potter. I had no idea what her maiden name was or when that was even how people would even know that. Anyway, Lucy. Oh yes, Lucy Carmichael. All right, Carmichael. Yeah. Don't know Potter, but no Mertz. Yeah, same with me. Yeah, I mean, no meaning when if somebody says it, I say yeah, that's right, but couldn't come up with it on my own. No way. The only Ethel I know. Yeah, me too. Me too. Not your most popular name, Ethel. Yeah. Okay, but anyway, you are back in control. You've stolen control away from Lindsay. So what are you gonna do? Go back to arts. Arts, yes, okay. Cool game idea. Glad you like it. Glad you like it. I just, like I said, I had this old box of Trivial Pursuit questions, and I thought, hey, these are kind of weird. I don't have a lot I can do with them on my own, so I'm not going to use them with my students. My students here in Japan have no idea what I'd be talking about. But anyway, all right. So arts is our category. Wow. Okay. Oh, all right. What porn queen gives a blow-by-blow account of her career in the autobiography Ordeal? Okay, so a porn queen talks about her career in pornography in her autobiography, and the autobiography's title is Ordeal. Debbie Does Dallas, Hugh Hefner's blonde girlfriend. um, it's not Debbie Does Dallas. That's the name of a movie. I remember that's one of the famous ones, right? Behind the green door, behind the green door, something like that. Christy Canyon. No, no. I don't know that name. Remember, these questions are from like 30 years ago. So if you can think back 30 years ago, um, I think this was the actress that was in that, not Debbie Does Dallas. I think before that there was Deep Throat. Remember, have you ever heard of the movie Deep Throat? Not the Watergate informant Deep Throat. Um, I don't know porn queens. I know a few. Okay, Brian, maybe we shouldn't get any details about that. But anyway, um, I think the actress of Deep Throat is this actress, but I'm not sure. Anyway, that's the era. That's the era that we're looking at. That long ago. Deep Throat, Behind the Green Door, whatever. No clue. No, no. Um, how about a hint? Honey Wilder. Okay. Her initials are L L L L L L. Honey Bobo. Honey Boo Boo. Okay, whatever. Linda. Oh, Linda. Yes, Linda. Not loser. Linda. Linda. Oh, yeah. Good job. Linda Lovelace. Linda Lovelace is the answer. That's right. Wow. I I haven't heard that name, thought of that name. I mean, like I said, that when I was young, college age, that was a name that was known, but never. I mean, even when I was young, the Deep Throat or those movies seemed like they were old, well known, famous, but that's old stuff. Anyway, all right, so that was Brian. Brian, back in control. What's your poison? Had a couple of good scenes. Okay, um, let's keep this family oriented. All right. So, what do you say, Ryan? What's your choice for category? They are geography, entertainment, history. History. Okay, history. No. All right. I'm going to ask you this question simply because it's written here, but nobody's going to know this. Uh, if anybody knows this, there's something special about you. Okay, but here's the question as it is on the card. What ship, steeped in mystery, was built in the Nova Scotia village of Spencer's Island in 1861? a ship built in Nova Scotia, in the Nova Scotia village of Spencer's Island in 1861? I mean, I look at the answer and no lights go on even. So if everybody want to just give up on this one, this is way over my head, way beyond me. Yeah, no clue. Yeah. Fitzgerald, no. Titan, no. It's like I said, I mean, I look at the answer and I don't recognize the answer, okay, as the name of a ship. Okay. That's how far out this question is. This is just like not even reasonable question. Okay. So I'm just going to give you the answer. Yeah, the Mary Celeste, the Black Pearl. That I would have recognized, right? Yeah, no, the Mary Celeste. The Mary Celeste? Huh? All right. So let's go on to another history question. Try another history question here. All right. Oh, okay. Here we go. This one you can get. It's even older than the last question, but this one you can get. Okay. History question. What party saw 342 chests tossed? What party saw 342 chests tossed? Tea, right. The Tea Party, right? The Boston Tea Party. Exactly, right. The Tea Party. Boston Tea Party. Yeah, Lindsay, get recognition for the full name, Boston Tea Party, right? I assume that yeah, that's what Brian meant. So yeah, okay. So Tea Party, the Boston Tea Party, exactly. Good answer, Brian. You maintain control. You are in control. You can choose the category for the next question. After demonstrating your fine knowledge of American history, the Boston Tea Party. That is right. 342 chests. Yeah. Now, if the question had been history for 400, okay. Yeah. I was just thinking if the question had been how many chests were tossed overboard during the Boston Tea Party, how many guesses would it take to come up with 342? I don't think so. I don't think so. All right. History. Here we go. History. Um, who founded the Southern Christian Leadership Conference in 1957? 1957. Okay. All right. So the hint is this is a man that you have heard of. This is a man that you have heard of. Okay. 1957. So before any of us were born, but not too long ago, right? It's a name that we all know. It's not Billy Graham. Okay. But you're in a ballpark. You're yeah, in the same hemisphere. What you're in the same, yeah, okay. The Southern Christian Leadership Conference. Yeah, so Christian, okay. No idea. Yeah, I mean this is hard, but Southern Christian Leadership Conference in 1957. Okay, so think about 1957. What was going on in America in the late 50s, early 60s? Okay. Southern Christian. Southern Christian. Who would be a man connected to Southern Christians, leaders, a leader of Southern Christians? No. All right. And there's even a holiday for this man. That's how famous he is. Southern Christian leader. This guy is so famous, there is a holiday. 1957, right. 1957. He died in the 60s. Martin Luther, that's right. Martin Luther King. Yeah, Martin Luther King. There. Oh, yeah. Took you 2 lines, but that's right. Martin Luther King. That's right. Martin Luther King was the answer. Right. Just a couple of hints and popped right into your mind, didn't it? Right. Yes. The Southern Christian Leadership Conference in 1957. Who knew? All right. Lindsay, back in control. Back in control of our game. What do you think? What is your choice? Gotta get with the shortcuts. Yeah, MLK. That's right. MLK. Yeah. Yeah. Brian almost beat you. Okay. Entertainment. Here we go. Entertainment. Wow. Okay. This is another old television series. What TV detective stories featured undercover cop Nick Stone, who packed his gun in the small of his back? Okay, so a detective series, a TV detective series with an undercover cop named Nick Stone. And I'm the oldest one here, and I don't know this. I used to watch a lot of TV, and I liked detective stories and so on, but this, I mean, I thought that this was the name of a movie. In fact, I think it is the name of a movie. No, Columbo, it's before Columbo, I'm pretty sure. Gold Camaro, no, no, that's not it. Sherlock Holmes, yeah, Sherlock Holmes. No, yeah, it's not Columbo. Uh, it's not Barnaby Jones. Rockwell. No, it's not the Rockwells. Um, I thought I don't know if this is a hint or not. I thought that this word, it's a one-word title of this TV series. I thought that this was the name of a Hitchcock movie. Am I wrong? Wasn't I mean, I have to look it up later. I thought that this was the name of a Hitchcock movie. So it's not the most famous Hitchcock movie, but I thought that this was the name of a movie. You guys, yeah, you're giving up, right? I mean, because this is really, really trivial. Um, this is too trivial, right? Giving up. Any more guesses? No, no. Okay. Kojak. No, we're before Kojak, right? Like I said, the Nick Stone, right? Don't know. Yeah. Okay. All right. The answer is tightrope. 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 One word. Tightrope. Wasn't that a Hitchcock movie? Tightrope. Never heard of it. Yeah, me either. Never heard of. Like I said, I thought Tightrope. I've heard Tightrope as the title of something, but I thought it was a Hitchcock movie. Um, but then again, I'm often wrong. So, boom, boom, boom. All right. What do you think? Who was our last? That was entertainment. Lindsay. That's right. Lindsay is still in control. Go with another entertainment, or would you like to change categories? It's your choice. Lindsay. Lindsay Love. What do you think? Try another entertainment. All right. Yes, let's try another one. Okay. At least I know this name. Okay. So we're getting a little bit better, maybe. Who did Doris Day? Doris Day. Remember her? Who did Doris Day mean when she said, I call him Ernie because he's certainly no rock? I call him Ernie because he's certainly no rock. Okay, so there are enough hints in this question to guess. Okay, who did Doris Day, so Doris Day era person, who did Doris Day mean when she said, I call him Ernie because he's certainly no rock? Doris Day said that about what person? He's certainly no rock, so I call him Ernie. Don't know. Oh, this is a name that if you don't know it, when you hear it, you'll say, "Oh yeah, I've heard that name." Likely you've seen movies by this person. Really, no idea. Lindsay Love, what do you think? No clue, really. He's certainly no rock. No rock. So I call him Ernie. He's no rock, so I call him Ernie. The answer? Rock Hudson. You've heard the name Rock Hudson? No? The only rock you know is The Rock. Yeah, okay. You guys are in a different era. Rock Hudson. Um, yeah, he was in a lot of movies. He was in wasn't he in Giant with James Dean and what else? No, you don't know. All right, never mind. Different era. You young whippersnappers. All right. So that one didn't go anywhere. Like I said, this is an old game, old questions in an old game. All right, Lindsay, you're the last correct answer. Please choose a category. You want to stick with entertainment or try something else? It's all up to you. Entertainment. Here we go. Huh? All right. This is one that I mean, I am kind of a fan, and I forgot this. I actually knew this at one point, but I forgot it. So, um, what? Not who. What embezzled money from Steve Martin's bank account? Okay. So Steve Martin, do you know Steve Martin, the famous comedian? At least he was famous. He was on Saturday Night Live, and he's made lots of movies. Um, The Jerk and The Man with Two Brains, and just a lot of movies. Yeah, you know Steve Martin. Okay, well, part of his comedy routine, he was a famous stand-up comedian also, and he used to make a joke about this. Martin Short. No, it's not a person. That's yeah. It says what embezzled money from Steve Martin's bank account. Steve Martin. This used, like I said, it used to be part of his comedy routine that this embezzled money from his bank account. Okay. Yeah, really. I mean, yeah, trivial, trivia, uh, trivial, trivimisto, his cat. Wow. Lindsay, amazing. I mean, I like Steve Martin. I've seen a lot of his movies. I've seen, his stand-up routines. I remember when he did his King Tut thing. He had that song King Tut. I won't sing it because you'll all leave very, very quickly if I start to sing. But yeah, I like Steve Martin, but I've forgotten, totally forgotten that his cat. He blamed his cat for embezzling money. Yeah. Yes, cat is the answer. Yes, cat is the answer. Wow, okay. Yeah, I was totally, completely. You should have just taken it. I was totally, absolutely, amazed by that you got that answer right because that is absolutely correct. His cat, his cat. That was, like I said, part of his comedy routine. Wow. Oh, going back many, many years now. Yeah, that has to be 50 years ago, I would guess that he was doing that. Probably at least 45 years ago. Hmm. Anyway, all right, good. So, way to go, Lindsay. You have control. You still have control, Lindsay. Yeah, my cat. Yeah, damn smart cat. Yeah, my cat even embezzled money from my bank account. Arts. Okay, arts. Arts and literature. Arts and literature. Arts and literature. Yeah, which is what you keeps asking for, but we keep getting literature and not art. But here we go. What was the title of James Hilton's 1934 novel about kindly schoolmaster Mr. Chipping? Mr. Chipping. So James Hilton wrote a novel in 1934 about schoolmaster Mr. Chipping. You can get this. This is with James Hilton. Okay, so forget about James Hilton. Forget about 1934. Mr. Chipping. Okay, Mr. Chipping. I'm pretty sure this was made into a movie. Uh-huh. Kill a Mockingbird. No, no. Mr. Chipping. No. Mr. Chipping? No, that's not gonna do it. Um, who was in this? Was Donald Sutherland in this? Was that Donald Sutherland? Was he in this movie? I'm not sure that I ever saw this movie, but I know the title. It's a famous movie. And so, based on this book. No? Mr. Chipping? Kindly Schoolmaster, No? So forget about James Hilton. None of us know him. Forget about 1934. Even forget about Schoolmaster. But Mr. Chipping, that Riverdale. No, no, no. I don't know. Okay, all right. So have you heard of the movie or the book Goodbye, Mr. Chips? Goodbye, Mr. Chips. I know that was a movie, and I think Donald Sutherland was in it, but I'm not sure. Never heard of it. Okay, all right. Well, again, you young whippersnappers, what shall we do? Try another art and literature, or have you had enough punishment? Only Chip I know is Chipmunk and Chips the Cop Show. Oh, Chips the Cop. Yeah, Chips. California Highway Patrol. Yeah, Chips with oh yeah, those two guys. I remember the Hispanic guy and the blonde guy. I can't remember their names, but I remember watching Chips and Alvin and the Chipmunks or Chip and Dale, right? Eric Estrada, that's right, Eric Estrada. Uh, thanks for the. Oh, you're done. Okay. Yep. Thank you for dropping in. It was fun. You definitely demonstrated your knowledge of trivia. Uh, you had several good answers there, several correct answers. You controlled the questions for most of the time that you were here. So well done. All right. So, yeah. So, Lindsay is leaving. You can, Brian. Yeah. I think, just a second. You're cooking? Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. All right. So, yeah. Sorry about that little interruption. Just checking. Yes, my wife is cooking now, so it's about time for me to take off. One more question. One more question. Um, all right. No, we can do a couple more questions. We can do a couple more questions. Let's see. How about? All right. Ask a question. What English city's airport code, right? Like Los Angeles is LAX or whatever, right? What English city's airport code is LPL? LPL. English city. LPL. Any ideas? Is there anybody out there? Heathrow. No, not Heathrow. LPL. right? So Los Angeles is LAX, okay? This is LPL. So that's a good hint. I mean, if you're like me, you don't know very many cities in England. LPL. All right. Hint time. Think of the Beatles. Oh, huh? Yeah. Think of the Beatles. Does that help? Liverpool, right on. I knew that that would help somebody. There you go. Liverpool. That makes sense, right? Liverpool, LPL, Liverpool. It almost sounds like it. Okay, good job. All right. So go ahead. Well, wife is still cooking. Couple more questions. Let's do that. Two more questions. So, what category would you like? What category would you like? That's the smaller airport. Okay, could be. Yeah. I don't know. Never been. Science. Okay, science. Okay. All right. 50-50 chance here. So this is who can type in the answer their guess the quickest, okay? You remember Skylab, right? Skylab, you know, the before the International Space Station, America put up the Skylab. Oh, been to Heathrow. Cool. Yeah, famous place. Never been there. Um, anyway, Skylab. Years ago, the America had their space station called the Skylab. Okay, now did the Skylab astronauts get taller or shorter in space? This is Space Scales question. Shorter? No. So it must be shorter. No. It's not shorter. It's not shorter for Uke. It's not shorter for Brian. Taller. Okay, Uke, you get it. Yes, that's right. Taller, right? And that makes it. Remember, I don't know if you guys know, this is a bit of trivia that I know, but during the day, we actually get shorter. We are at our tallest when we wake up in the morning because our muscles relax and our spines kind of uncompress. But as we stand up, even sit up during the day, gravity, kind of compacts us slightly all during the day. So if they're out in space, no gravity. Makes sense. They get a little bit taller. All right, I'll buy it. I believe my own explanation, whether you guys believe it or not. But anyway, how about another question? What do you want? Oh, I know. Uke wants art and literature. No, that's all right. Let's try this one. Okay, art. Okay. All right, here we go. Art. Okay, so we can. This will be the last question. This is the last question. All right, for you, Uke. Okay, I can open my kitchen windows in the morning. Come afternoon, I need a step stool. Wow. Okay. So you knew that. Oh, Theo. Hello. Welcome. Sorry, you're just getting in on the last question here. I've got my lunch about to be served here, so I'm going to take off. But here's the last question today. It's art and literature, right? Yeah. But you're welcome to join in for this last question. Art and literature, okay? And it's actually art this time. Uke has been asking for art and literature questions the entire game, and they keep one literature related question after another. But finally, that's right, finally, we've got an art question. Okay, so here it is. What's the only work by Michelangelo that bears his signature? The only work by Michelangelo that has his signature on it. What is the only work by Michelangelo that has his signature on it? Wow, you are the art expert. The Pieta? Is that how you pronounce that? The 16th chapel. The 16th, right. The Sistine Chapel, but yeah, I know what you mean. Okay, yeah. That's his most famous sculpture. Oh, really? The Pieta? Pieta? Is that how? Yeah. Wow. Okay. So there you. So Uke is Piata? Piata? Okay. Pieta, Piata. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. So there we go. Finally. So you can rest in bliss now, knowing that you finally got your art question and you nailed it. You knew your Michelangelo. Yep. Thank you. Yes, thank you. I'll looking forward to my lunch. Thank you, Theo, for coming in, even though it was at the last there. Hopefully, next time I do this, you'll have a little more warning. Thank you again, Uke. Very kind of you for the Super Heart Award. You're so kind and generous. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Brian. Uke, the One Love Award. Oh, Uke is so kind to me. You're very, very sweet. I really appreciate it. And I hope you enjoyed. Hope everyone that was able to play. Lindsay's gone, but thank her for stopping in and playing for a time. Ende was here for a short time at the beginning. Oh, you again, the Yummy Award. Wow, just award after award. So kind, so generous. Really is very, very generous. Thank you so much. You love my show. Thank you. It's fun. I mean, unfortunately, I don't have very much knowledge, but I do have a large box of Trivial Pursuit cards. So, um, hundreds of questions that I can ask, and happy to do it. It's fun for me and both entertaining and educational for us all, don't you think? All right, so thanks again, every one of you, for stopping by. Look forward to seeing you again next time. Take care. Bye bye.